Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm on cloud 9, Liverpool won last night, I'm freaking happy. I'm also very pumped to give you this video because I think this will give 3-figure returns in the future due to certain elements of cryptocurrency. We're going to talk about that. Today is Wealth Wednesdays. If you're new to cryptocurrency, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, do it now. Let's just get into it. Right, let's go. I'm very happy. Now, I do apologise. It's very dull outside. I look crap. Most likely, I can't really see yet until I edit the video. However, trends are obvious. Patterns are obvious. It's been a crap week. I've looked crap every day. But, hey, let's go. Now, Genesis Vision, what is it? Genesis Vision is one of the coins that I think is the A-grade standard for showing the world of cryptocurrency what supply and demand is all about. Why? So Genesis Vision, you have to use the token, you have to buy the token to use the platform. One key tick in the box. Also, it's a platform where it creates you more Genesis Vision by investing in investment trading managers, brokers essentially. So in real life world, essentially the fiat world of financial institutions, you give your money regulated and all that kind of insured balls you get, really, the big paperwork stuff, to grow your money over a period of time through aggressive or unrisky kind of methods, through the likes of the stock market, the forex, commodities, etc. But this is in the line of cryptocurrency. Now, big obvious signs. The supply is titchy, tiny, microscope. Look at it, 4.4 million supply. You've got to buy the token to use it. It's got to be in circulation to use it. It's going to create supply and demand. It's going to create massive amounts of volatility. This has been over $30 to $40 in the bull run without a product, without any utility, without any usage, okay? And it had more in terms of supply then as well. Because there's burning rates and fees get burnt. There's another burn coming in June. Be careful on it. It will probably pump somewhere. Now, let's have a little look at the chart on here. Historic data. ICO came out in 2017. It's quite an old established hand now in terms of its ICO when it came out. It came out just before the bull run. This never had a product until last year, technically. So it's been out for a while now. The next parabolic stage, this coin, I can guarantee you, if they are still in operation, not financial advice by the way, will moon. And I'm being deadly serious, due to the supply. People will look at it and go, oh, hello. People will also look at the platform and go, hello. And people will think it's going to continuously burn, and it will. I'm going to show you why. Now, why is this a good coin? Historically, we've been at $35 all-time high. Give up. Is it all-time high? No, more than that. Sorry. $39. $39. Pretty high. Okay, without a product, guys. Without any sort of product. And this was after the bear market. This was during the bear market in 2018, March, when it was pretty rough with Bitcoin and other altcoins at the time. So, this supply is a huge factor. It's going to get lower as well. And this price, yeah, cool. If you were to put $30 in this to get 10 Genesis Vision and it went up to $1,000 in price over a longer period of time, you'd probably be unbelievably happy with yourself. But at the same time, gutted. Because I think it does have the potential, if it really goes for it in terms of the parabolic stages of a FOMO run, for this to do a very large jump due to the supply. Due to usage of the token. You've got to buy the token to use a platform to grow your equity. Simple. It's perfect use. Now, let's talk about it in a bit more detail. Now, it is a very established company. It's been around for a while. It's got a very active GitHub, a very active community, and they do a lot of stuff for the community as well. The community are very driven to push this out, and it's always been on my radar. It's always been that coin that I've always looked at and gone, I really like the look of this. This has got money in it. Whether you're a long-term investor or not, it has money in it if you're looking to create gains due to supply and demand. Now, you can hold this for 2 years, and over the period of the bull run, this will go up due to supply and demand. People will get interested in a coin that has large volatility, trading volume. It's on Binance as well. It's on the big exchanges. So for me, it's kind of a no-brainer. I'm going to explain to you why it's kind of important. Now, let's just go through the website very quickly, just to kind of give you an idea. So this is kind of it. You put your money into the platform that is fully regulated and audited and all that kind of good stuff via the blockchain to make more cryptocurrency for yourself. Now, you can see here, it's Genesis Vision. You've got to use the coin, GVT. And this gives you who this person is. You've got to give so much, you get so much, whatever. They're all set by the managers. Now, this gives you an idea of what they've been doing. This shows you their trades, and you get a share of these winnings in Genesis Vision. And it shows you exactly, it's like FX books, like you could put it into brokers, and this gives you a whole record. It's the exact same thing, but it's cryptocurrency based. Now, you got other platforms as well. You got the different sides of it. You got investment managers, and you got obviously what's the other one? I've forgotten the name of it now. Oh god, panicking. Can't remember. Anyways, let's go back in time a minute. Oh god, the one thing I don't like about the website, it disappears. You got investors and managers. So, as an investor, you can put money in. As a manager, you can be the person who trades for these people to get a commission for doing your trades. Simple as that, really. So there you go. Sorry. So this is the investor hub. As an investor, for example, if you're like me and you like to invest in cryptocurrencies, or you like to invest in the likes of stocks, shares, whatever, this is the kind of thing that you'd look at. And a lot of these show you the risk. Now, you've got high risk, medium risk, low risk, and you've also got different kind of stuff. Forex, for example. So FX and CFD, black box investments. This person here is, not doing very well. That was a long time ago. Wow, what happened there? So yeah, do your research, guys, in terms of who you want to go with. But blooming heck. Campbell, let's have a look at this guy. Bit better. But very, very low amount of trades. Ultimately, you've got to really look at these people and look at their records. But that's a good thing about it. A lot of people get like scammed with all this sort of stuff, and they show fake records. You can't fake a blockchain. So it's really, really good. Now, this is a medium risk one. You've got to averagely invest so much. You've got to invest a lot of money into these. And ultimately, you can kind of see what happens if things go wrong. But yeah, you are protected in terms of you've got trust and transparency. You have to do your research, okay? But in terms of like the last months of profits, you can kind of see what they are. An average profit rate, you're looking to gain about 7 to 8% anyways, average in terms of stock market, but this can be a lot higher due to the risk appetite you've got, essentially. So that is how it kind of works, okay? Now, if I go back to the website and not make a complete hash of it again, you go to the management side of it. This is the, the manager programs. You just sign and log in, and it's the same thing. You can kind of see who's doing what. Now, these are different hedge funds and stuff like that. So it's going to grow, and you can see here they've got Binance Coin and Bitcoin. So as you can see, this is kind of what they're holding. So there's a lot of things on here. It's a full platform. It fully works. Now, this one here, basic attention token, Binance Coin, and Engine Coin. Cool. So that's the investment side of it, and obviously, you can also invest in these as well. But it's fully operational. It's pretty cool, and it has that scarcity value where you've got to use a token. Now, let's go on to the GitHub. The GitHub is still very, very active. Last updated 1 hour ago. It is very much there. 19 days. Obviously, some stuff don't need updated, but it's got everything there. It's fully there. It's fully operational. A lot of people say to me, "What do you know about a coin? Why do you want to invest in a coin that's so low? Has it died?" No, you got to look at the GitHub. Top tip: look at the activity on social media, look at the activity of the community, and look at the GitHub. See what they're doing. And ultimately, if you've got customers, we know they've got customers, they've got consumers, they've got investors, they've got trade managers. They're all here. They're all active. They're all working. So it's got all the ticks. So don't worry about that side of it. And one thing I want to share as well, it's vastly important that you do your research. It's simple as that. Don't just go off what I say. Don't just go, "Oh, I think that Litecoin's going to go to the moon." You've got to see if Litecoin, obviously they are, but as an example, what people tend to do, and I know I'm going on a bit of a tangent here, but if you want to learn more about cryptocurrency, check out the links below. You will learn a lot, because I'm OCD. If you know what I used to do in my past life, I'm ex-military. I do a lot of, like, my previous job, I was in police, and I'm very much OCD with what I look at, and I've got to be, because this is money, this is investment, and all this industry is about is money, it's wealth movement, and people tend to do this. They come into my inbox, right, and I'm not joking, they'll go to view all on here, and they'd go down to the bottom of here, and they think it's like a lucky dip or a raffle, and people will be like, oh, well, let's have a look at this coin here. We'll just pick a coin, random coin. Kitcoin. They'd look at this and go, oh, Kitcoin's looks pretty cool. I like the name of it. And then you'd look at it. Now, I know this is totally off tangent, but I don't even know where it's gone. BAB, for example. Okay, good example. BAB was a coin that came out in the bull run, or bear market, sorry, and it really did pump, but it kind of died. People would look at this and go, well, what is it? Is it any good? You've got to really do your research, and just because it's down at the bottom doesn't mean it's dead, but it also could mean it could be dead. You've got to look at that. You've got to look for activity. You cannot go into the realms of just picking a coin at rank 1000 and hoping it's a winner. You will probably lose more chances when you've got to do your research. Honestly, you do. Now, what is the influencing factor of the price growth? Now, this is on the white paper. It's pretty cool how you look at this. This is kind of what drew me into it. Sorry, I'm just looking at the other screen because few trades kind of just sitting around just looking to see what's happening. Ethereum's making some really big moves on the smaller micro time frames at the moment. It's got some really good waves going. Anyway, so facts and influences. All investment operations will be executed in GVT, so the usage of the token is very much paramount. That's in equal measure to Binance Coin, essentially BNB. You've also got the number of people in the network. As that increases, the demand of tokens increases. The same of Binance, as in more people use a BNB token, the more volume it's going to get, the bigger the price is going to eventually become because of supply and demand. Also, Binance also adopted the same system as these guys. When they use the fees, they burn them. Boom, off they go over a period of time. The volume of potential market supported by GVT significantly exceeds the token market capitalization at the token sale. So they had more tokens over token sale. They have been burning them at a massive rate over a period of 2 years now, give or take, well, 18 months say, since their release. And it's done very, very well. It was about 33 tokens at the time, now it's down to 4. So it's massively creating a supply and demand factor, and that could really impact on the price during a parabolic FOMO stage. Genesis Vision has a well thought out development marketing plan that will consistently increase the project audience and the amount of investment. So essentially what's going to happen is they've got a marketing plan that they've obviously taken the money out of it to obviously facilitate what they've got now. We're at the final end product now. Genesis Vision has already partners preceding its launch who will provide active client bases, 400 brokers. We've already seen the brokers now. There's loads on there. There's about 14 different pages. There's loads of different ones, different risk appetite, different kind of CFDs, Forex, etc. in terms of usage. But that is the one thing you need to look at. Now, it is literally at its finished stage. We're at here now. And there's apps on your phone as well. So they've got the apps out. And very, very soon, you're going to start seeing version 2 in 2020. And then bank integration and other bits and bobs. Now, this kind of gives you the funds and other bits and bobs. Now, I don't want to bore you too much. But the one thing as well that really sticks out like a sore thumb is this. There's going to be another coin burn. There's going to be 2 more. The supply is going to get even less, guys. So, on the fees, burning question, here we go. So, they're basically going to burn another 3%. They're going to do it twice more. The first one is going to be in June, and the next one will be in Q4. So I think it's going to be June, there's going to be December, and I think there's another one in the middle there. There's going to be 3 more burns, I think. Pretty sure there's going to be 3 more burns. So this is the last year of it, essentially, of burns, okay? Wow. So what does this mean for the price? Now, let's go back to GVT. We're on BAB at the minute. Whoopsie. The more people that get aware of Genesis Vision in terms of its actual platform, the more that price is going to go up. And I'm just doing this as an educational purpose. This isn't a paid show or anything. This is literally me telling you that the lower the supply of the coins and the more users use the coin to then facilitate the feature of what they are intending to use it for, the price will go up. It's like anything in the stock market where, for example, Apple release a new product. What tends to happen? The market tends to go up, it tends to react. Snapchat brought out a new update recently. It created a price pump because it was creating awareness. This is the exact same thing. It creates usage. It creates utility, volume, and members' usage, essentially. It's simple as that. You cannot get away from it. That's how it works, and that's how Bitcoin's created in price. 17 million in supply. Probably a lot less than that with what's happened recently and over the last couple of years in terms of people losing Bitcoin. The less Bitcoin that's around the world, the more people holding it, it's going to create a increased price support. This will go up. This will be a three-figure coin, I can guarantee you. You can hold me to it. In the next 2 years, it will reach at least $100 at some point in its lifetime if it gets a parabolic pump in terms of usage on their platform. There's not many tokens going around. If one big person buys into this and goes, whoa, off we go, create supply and demand, it's just going to be circulating around their system. That ecosystem is going to create demand on the exchanges, which will create the price to go up. That's how it works, okay? So, there we go. How do you buy it? Binance coin. You can use Binance. Use a Binance coin if you want. You get a double whammy if you want to use utilities on both sides of it. You can also use Coinbase, Hobit, and Qcoin and IDEX, but they are on some big exchanges to get some decent volume. Okay, I think this is a really good long-term investment if you just want to sit on a coin for a year. Right now, it is really, really low. It has a fully working, fully operational team with a project mindset there. It's fully finished nearly. Obviously, there's stuff coming out in 2020, but if the market pumps now in the next year, this will be one that will do a jump. It's not going to be a top 50 coin by any means. It's 242 at the minute. But in terms of price, you can add another 0 there after the 3. Or you can add a 0 there and make it whatever the hell you want. You really could. Honestly, I'm not joking. This is a sort of coin in a bull run that will go ballistic just because it can due to the amount of tokens it has. If people want the tokens, they'll buy them. If the price goes up, people want to buy the tokens again. And this has a very good social media following. They have a lot of followers. They have a lot of people interested in it, and they have a lot of holders. It's only going to go one way, guys. North. So, that is an educational lesson about Genesis Vision in terms of why I think it's going to be a 3-figure coin. If you like this stuff, hit the thumbs up button and give it a good old slap. If you like my content, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell button. And I'm going to go back to my life and probably hibernate for a bit because the weather is horrible outside.